The spring of 1899 was unusually warm in Hertfordshire, England. At the Leavesden Asylum, a sprawling Victorian institution outside London, patients lived behind red brick walls and iron gates, their lives quiet and regimented. Among them was a young woman named Caroline Ansell. She was gentle, quiet, and described by staff as docile. Unlike many at the asylum, Caroline had family who occasionally wrote to her sister, Mary Ann Ansell, chief among them. On an ordinary May afternoon, the asylum received a parcel addressed to Caroline. Inside was a neat brown paper package. Within it, the nurses found what looked like a small treat, a slice of cake. Patients rarely received such indulgences. Caroline, delighted by her sister's thoughtfulness, was given the parcel. She ate the gift quickly. Within hours, she collapsed. Her body convulsed, her breathing grew ragged, and her lips foamed. The asylum nurses rushed to her, but by evening Caroline was dead. The doctors, suspicious at the sudden violence of her symptoms, ordered an investigation. The cake was tested, and the truth emerged: it had been laced with phosphorus paste, the same chemical used to kill rats. The sweet gift was murder. Attention turned immediately to the sender, Caroline's sister, Mary Ann Ansell, then only 22 years old. At first, she denied wrongdoing, insisting she had only meant to cheer Caroline with a treat. But detectives soon discovered the darker truth. Mary Ann had secretly taken out a life insurance policy on her sister. The payout would not have been large, a few pounds, but to a young working-class woman struggling to survive in London, it promised an escape from poverty. She had bought the poison herself, baked it into the cake, and sent it off with chilling deliberation. The betrayal horrified the public. Poisonings were not uncommon in Victorian and Edwardian England, but for a woman to kill her own sister, not for rage, but for money, felt especially monstrous. In July 1899, Mary Ann was brought before the Old Bailey in London. The evidence was clear: the life insurance documents bore her signature, the purchase of the phosphorus was traced back to her, and Caroline's death was beyond dispute. Mary Ann sat quietly in the dock, her face pale but composed. She never denied sending the cake, but insisted she had not meant to cause harm. The jury didn't believe her. In less than an hour, the verdict was returned: guilty of murder. The judge placed the black cap upon his head and pronounced the sentence of death by hanging. On August 19, 1899, Mary Ann Ansell was led to the gallows at Holloway Prison. She was just 22 years old, the youngest woman to be executed in Britain in that decade. Contemporary reports note that she showed little emotion as she mounted the scaffold. Within minutes, the trapdoor opened, and her body fell.